What's happening, people? Welcome to another video with Allsortzz, and welcome to part 2 of episode 2 of Lego Life. Now here is the drivetrain of part 1, so if you haven't seen that, make sure you check that out on my previous video. And today we are going to start part 2. What's happening, people? Today in part 2 of Lego Life, we are building this Porsche 911 GT3 RS. We have completed part 1, which actually took 8 hours, and these are how much pages they are in part 1. That's how much pages they are. Check that out. There was, I think, 330 or 340 parts, as you can see right there. 325, I would say. 323, but anyways, that's how much pages they were in part 1. We have completed that, so if you haven't checked part 1 out, make sure you check that out first, as that is quite long, as it was a very long process. But now we have part 2. During the production of the real 911 GT3 RS, there is a stage called the marriage, where the drivetrain is connected to the body of the car. In this box, you will build the floor pan of the 911 GT3 RS, complete with the seats, roll cage, before placing it over the train drive in a similar way of the production of the real 911 GT3 RS. Anyways guys, let's get started. Now we have box number 2, so I'll be doing a quick unboxing for you just to show you what's inside. Then I'm going to get all the parts out and line them up as I did with the first one. Hopefully there won't be as much in this one as the box number 1. So here we have the front of it. We'll be building some of the seats, well, a couple of the seats, box number 2, and yeah, I'll give you an update every hour, and hopefully it won't actually take me the full 8 hours as the box number 1 did. But anyways guys, let's do the unboxing and then we'll start assembling box number 2. Right, I've assembled and opened all the bags up. Definitely a lot less from box 1, but hopefully it won't take me as long. So I'll put all the small ones on the front and 3 big bags on the back. Anyways guys, I'll do a quick time lapse at the start, and then I'll do an hourly update of the second box, part 2 of episode 2 of Lego Life. Enjoy, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe. Right, an hour later, an hour and 1 minute, and this is what I have done. No idea what this is. I thought it was actually going to build a seat first, but this is what's actually took me an hour. Most of it was really trying to find the parts, as I've told you in part 1. One part will be in there, one part will be in there, one part will be in there, just for one little part, one little gap right here. That's the bloody ball ache about this this building the Lego thing. If you're not if you're a beginner, it'll definitely take you double time, but obviously if you're a professional Lego builder, as I've seen on YouTube, you can actually build it in no time. But yeah, it took me an hour to get on with this, so yeah, let's see what we get up to in the next hour. Right, 47 minutes later, and we are getting somewhere, people. This is actually going to go on top of the drivetrain, so this is like the structural and body cage, roll cage, as you would say, for the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, with also the seats as well. So this is like the roll cage and the seats that we're going to build. But yeah, take a look at it guys. 1 hour 47 minutes. Currently the time is midnight, 10 past midnight, and I'm going to call it a day and get fresh the next morning. We are currently on number 400 in part 2, episode 2 of Lego Life. So time to freshen up and start this back up on day 2. Day 2 has started, feeling quite fresh, as this is definitely tiring. So yeah, recap, we're just starting number 400. We've got about 130 or 140 to go, so 530 will be finished this. So yeah, we are currently building the roll cage and the seats to go on top of the drivetrain of the Porsche 911 GT3 RS in box number 2. Anyways guys, I'll give you a quick time lapse of me doing a few other parts and then I'll give you an hourly update. So let's get our stopwatch on and started. There we go. One hour later, well 1 hour 7 minutes later, and we are definitely getting somewhere. The roll cage has been completed. We've got a few parts here but no idea what they actually are, so we've got one on each side, another one right there. So yeah, the roll cage is pretty much complete. We are going to make the seats and do a few adjustments over here as well, a few parts. But yeah, we are currently on 400, well I've done that, 483 sorry, but yeah, it finishes on 530. So yeah, a few seats left, a few adjustments here, and the roll cage and seats have been done on part 2, episode 2. So I'll give you a quick update in the next hour. 1 hour 22 minutes and the roll cage has been done. We are currently on 493 and it says we have to put the roll cage onto the drivetrain. So we are going to do the marriage section from the roll cage to the drivetrain, and here we have the roll cage. Check this out people. This one wasn't actually that bad, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's getting easier and easier as long as you know, when you go through it, you know, the first one, the rest get actually easier. So here are the parts. I've not got a lot left. These are all for the seats, but here is the roll cage. And now let's put this roll cage onto the drivetrain. So we'll start the marriage process next. I'm just trying to give you a good angle of me assembling the roll cage to the drivetrain of the car. So here we have the drivetrain. Everything on this is in part 1, so make sure you check it out if you didn't, or you won't understand what we are doing. But anyways, I'm just taking a look at the drawing, and here we have the drivetrain of the car. It's massive, look how big it is. So let's push it in here and hopefully it'll just jiggle in. We're not messing about. Just the back bit needs sliding in now. The workers going from here, and there we have it. As you can see right here, I'll just show you a closer glimpse. Right, here is the closer glimpse. I'm pretty much sure these are the exhausts, but as you can see right here, it's definitely coming along. Here we have the front of the car, and the roll cage is actually on. So what do you think of it, people? This didn't actually take me that long, as the first drivetrain took me about 8 hours. but you can check that on the first. But anyways guys, let's try and fit the seats, and I think hopefully that will be part 2 done right there. But what do you think of the drivetrain meeting the roll cage? Definitely coming along. I'll give you more footage of this once we've actually finished the seats, and I'll give you a better look at what it looks like. Anyways, roll on to the next hour. We are currently nearly 2 hours into box number 2 build, which is the roll cage and the seats, and I'll put one seat in, as you can see right there. Here is the second one, so I thought I'll actually show you me assembling the seat into the body, and then we'll do a few adjustments to tighten the seat in, and that's it. We'll give it a wrap, and I'll show you a full view of this car so far. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was episode 2 of part 2 of Lego Life, and in this episode, as I've been saying, we have been doing the roll cage and the seats. So I'll just actually show you a quick overview of what we have done. With the roll cage, but it's probably been blended into the car, but as you can see right here, it goes on top right here. We've got the exhaust at the back, you got your pipes here. This is what we did today. Here are the seats, as you can see right here. I don't know if you can see on the picture there, but yeah, we have actually secured them in, and hopefully they won't actually fall out. But everything on this car is actually going really good so far. It's getting easier and easier by the box, but as I'm getting used to it, that is actually okay. But anyways guys, what do you think so far? This is part 2, so make sure you subscribe and watch out for part 3. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up, as definitely it has been taking a lot of time getting this Porsche 911 built, but altogether this has actually took me 2 hours to build the roll cage and the seats. So hopefully it won't actually take long in part 3 and 4, and hopefully in part 5 you actually see a full review of this Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Anyways guys, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again for another video. 1. The first step in the construction of your 911 GT3 RS is to build the drivetrain, complete with the dual clutch gearbox, paddle shifters, suspension, and the heart of the 911 GT3 RS